Okay, thanks so much, you guys, for being on the team call tonight. It is February 1st. OMG, I guess you should say. I cannot believe it's February 1st, first of all. So I'm just going to get started here real quick and give you some announcements and then talk about my main thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and let Christina take over. So I hope you guys have all had a fantastic day. I hope that you have been intentional with your time, that you're focused on being balanced and power blocking and knowing what you're doing with your time. I really, truly believe that is like the key to success as a new coach and coaches that are struggling, is just knowing what, like having intentional time to work your business and focusing on that and making sure that you know what you're doing when you sign on to Facebook, because that's something that a lot of people don't do. Okay, so I'm giving you some weird looks because, again, all of you are frozen, so I'm just going to keep talking. Let's hope that this is working and you can hear me fine. Anyone give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, please? Anyone? You like freeze every 2 seconds. Okay, never mind. I'll just keep going. All right. So, or can someone chat and tell me, like write to me in a chat and tell me if it's working. Okay, so the Team Cup starts this week. Okay, starts today. Basically, if you aren't part of a Team Cup or if you don't know what a Team Cup is, okay, it really is just your chance to meet in a smaller group of people and to get going, to get focused on your business, to work together, to come up with new ideas, to work with different people, to encourage each other, to push each other, to do things that you never thought you could typically do. So that being said, there was a national wake-up call today, and Coral talked exactly like that. So if you want to know about the Team Cup, make sure that you listen to that call, but it's too late to register now, but hopefully everyone is registered that's on this call. Okay, the one thing I want to say about the Team Cup is I want you to make sure that you're stepping up and being the leader that you know you can be. Don't think that you don't count. Don't think that it doesn't matter what you do. Don't think that you're just another person in this group of 5 and everyone else is, everyone matters and you don't. Because, and then on the other end of the perspective, don't get so freaked out that you matter so much that you're going to let down the team. So you really should be focused on setting a goal together as a team. And if you haven't done so, take initiative and put yourself into a message system. You don't have to open up another separate private group, but just put yourself into a message system where you're with the group of 5 and you're giving each other tasks each day. So if you don't have a leader or a captain that's stepping up to be a captain, maybe take a day each this week and give each other a task to do. Maybe send out 10 invites. Maybe post, here's a post that I did. Be brave about a post. Maybe invite 3 people to the coach opportunity that you've been really scared to invite. Whatever it is, make sure you be the leader yourself and you really push yourself out of your comfort zone. You don't have to be any rank. You don't have to have any coaches underneath you to start leading. You can lead yourself and you can really start focusing. But you will be surprised if you're intentional with your time every single day and you really work on your business and you know that you only have 45 minutes a day or 15 minutes here and 30 minutes here to work your business, how much more you can get done. And if you do it every single day for 30 days, how much your business grows and how much further you're in 30 days. So don't sell yourself short. Put yourself out there with big goals. Work with your team and make sure you get yourself into a message system for sure. Okay. So it's very important that you understand this next announcement. And I have been asked to do a training with 5 other elite coaches, okay? So I have really great news. I've been paired up with other multiple star diamonds, and like I said, 5 elite coaches to all do what we call a new leadership ladder training. So we have brainstormed, we have video chatted, we have Facebook messaged to death all these details of where our team struggles and what we wanted to create the best training possible. This is a group, okay, and I'll explain a little bit about what it's about. And then there's some guidelines, and then you need to make sure that you meet the guidelines if you want to be part of it, and then go ahead and make sure that you let me know. I will post about this later this week, but I wanted to make sure that we were aware and it wasn't just like a surprise when I posted it. Okay, so we are going to tag team major topics that you need in order to move up on your next rung of the leadership ladder. So this business is about, yes, advancing rank, but it's also about becoming solid leaders. You can be a diamond per se and only be a team builder. And you may not even know what I'm talking about, but it's really important to move up on the leadership ladder, because that means more income for you. It means solid leaders on your team, and it means you're leading of duplication. And that's what you want to do for long-term growth. Okay. So we are going to be doing on recruiting, on volume, on placement, on goal setting, on Success Club, and onboarding new coaches. And each one of us is going to take a topic. So each of us are teaching the topic that we're passionate about, or that we've been assigned, that we feel that we're pretty good at. I'm teaching in ways to increase volume and growth, because I quadrupled my income last year, and I quadrupled my volume last year. Actually, I went from 400,000 to 1.5 million volume. Okay, so actually I lied, 1.7 million, which just means that, yeah, I had some awesome coaches underneath me, which is great, but I was strategic about where I placed coaches, and where I was putting them in certain business centers, and where I was putting them according to my business, so that I would make the most money, because that's smart. Okay, so I want to make sure I teach you that, and that you know, so that you know right now, and you don't need to wait until you're 5-star or 2-star, or even a diamond. Like, I want you to understand that information. So that being said, we will leave you with you will leave at the end with a full 90-day goal of setting and evaluating what you want to do, how you can use the training, how you can be successful this year. But the training itself is a lot shorter than 90 days, okay? So you can follow the amazing coaches that are going to be part of the group. It's Jamie Shepard. It's Brooke Lipoff, Lipoff. It's Jacqueline Hughes, Amber Snow, Meredith Ganau. You can follow them and you can watch them. They're very successful coaches, and myself. So how do you get in, okay? 3 basic things. I'm going to make a post about it. You need to say, I want to be in it. I want to be in. Okay. Number 2, you need to make Success Club this month. Okay. And you need to make Success Club this month before the 15th of this month to show me that you're all in. All right. And then number 3, you need to be an Emerald coach before February 15th, because I do not want to put a brand new spanking coach into this training and then go, oh my gosh, I don't even know what 100 value points means. Right. So I want to make sure that we have a good solid foundation, and that you are like all in it to win it, and that you put some, I guess you want to say you put some meat in the pot, or you put some something in the game. We are giving everything back to you, okay? It's that simple. It does not cost money. We are not asking for just diamond coaches or for you to do a bunch of pre-work, okay? To work with 5 elite coaches is something that is pretty amazing, and you just have to earn it by doing those 3 things, okay? Because we want the group to not be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. We want it to be maybe 100 people combined with 5 people, and to have those 5 people all really appreciate and understand the leadership ladder. Okay, so I know you're ready to rock this in 2016, and if you want to move forward in this, the best way to start, make sure you post on my post, okay? And make sure you have those 3 things. I will say that again on the post, but I just want you to not be shocked. The last thing I'm going to tell you is it's not a daily thing. It's 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There will be a video for you between 15 and 20 minutes long, okay? And 6 videos for a total of 2 weeks. Can you do that? I sure hope so. I sure hope that you can put yourself out there and be like, this is awesome. This is legit training. I want to do this, okay? So that is where we're headed. That is what I want my team to be known as, not only strong in personal development and being intentional with their time, but understanding volume, okay? Understanding placement, understanding how we get paid, because in the long run, we are our own bosses, and we have to make sure that we're teaching our team the value in those things, all right? It is very important to understand that you can make thousands of dollars less by where you place your spouse, and thousands of dollars less a month by where you're signing coaches. And so I know that money's not everything, but I also know that it helps you in the long run, and it's sustainable over time. And it's something that's motivating. Like if I could tell you, hey, did you know that if you placed your 2 coaches on this leg underneath this person, you would have made $2,000 extra this week? You might be like, okay, I'm listening, all right? And I don't want you to get to that point where you have so much, where you kind of, because you only have a certain amount of time to move your coaches, right? 5 days. I want to make sure that you understand that when you get to that point where you're going to open your second business center and stuff, okay? Okie dokie artichokes. That is my announcements for today. So that, oh wait, I don't know if I told you that exact day. So the very first video of that, make sure you write this down. It's called Leadership Ladder Training. Starts on February 15th, but you will be added into the group on February 12th. Okay? Okay, all right. If you already meet the requirements, all right. And if you could push a little bit for 13th and 14th to meet those requirements. And then the very first, so February 12th, there'll be like an introduction video by Jamie. And then on February 15th will be the very first video, okay? And then will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday format. And the idea is not that you have all these assignments and you have all this homework. It's that you take what you learn and apply it to help you think about how to build a stronger business and just be intentional with how you build your business, okay? Is that good to go? Okay, so tonight I would like to introduce you, oops, I hope I didn't log this, I don't even know what I just did. Okay, tonight I'd like to introduce you to one of my dearest friends, Christina Phillips. She is not only a leader on our team, she has an amazing heart. She is one of the people I admire most because she works it. She works it super hard. She is a full-time nurse. She has 3 beautiful kids. And she is not only getting up at sometimes 4 in the morning, she works all day long, and then she has to be intentional about her time. And she's done a very big mindset shift in the last year or so that I have seen her grow as a person. And so she is here to talk to you a little bit about that and just a little bit about herself. And so, by the way, she hustled and bustled her butt and made Success Club at the very last minute last night. So, Christina is a perfect example of someone, if she is an Emerald coach, she caps out at $250 a week. If she is a Diamond coach, she makes over almost around between $800 and $1,000 a week on just volume. So if she drops rank by 1 coach, she drops to $250 a week. If she doesn't, she goes back and forth. And that's just a perfect example of where she's at in my organization from volume and how long she's been in the business and how many coaches are placed underneath her and how she signs coaches, right, Christina? So I was like, right. Girl, if you drop rank, you're going to lose $600 a week. And she's like, okay, I got to find a coach. Okay. So thank you, Christina.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So exciting to have everybody on here on our new Monday night call. Woohoo! I love seeing everyone's faces, so I'm just going to say hi. Welcome to all the new people that haven't been on a call before. There's a few people here. Anyways, my name is Christina, as Kiana said, and I have been a coach for 3.5 years now. I'm Australian, and I live in Canada, hence the accent. If you need an interpreter, some of my coaches are on. They can help you out. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I started way back 12 years ago. I've been in Canada. I decided that I was going to go on a journey, an adventure. I'm a registered nurse. I came to work in Canada, met my husband like the first day I landed in Canada, who's also a registered nurse. And so began my journey. We backpacked a little bit, had our first baby, then had another baby, and then moved out to the East Coast, to Nova Scotia, and kind of laid our foundation. And then we had our 3rd child. And it was after our 3rd child, I was going to a wedding in Mexico, and I had a deadline, man. I needed a bikini body. So I found Slim in 6. It's like the old and golden program. But anyway, found Slim in 6, started my journey. Went through Turbo Jam, Chalene Extreme, loved all the programs. And then I heard about the coaching opportunity. And I did not have to be coaxed into it. I didn't have like an aha moment. I was like, I want to do that. I want to coach. And so I was like, your dream customer. Cause I found Kiana on Instagram and I said, I want to coach. And she was like, hells yeah. So then I joined up, and that's how my journey began. And it's basically been through time that I found my place in coaching. I never had a big, like, I want to stay at home, or I didn't even want to own Shakeology. I was just like, I just want to coach and help people. Yay. That was kind of just how I was. Right. So began my journey. Let's just say that I'm a slow journeyer. It's kind of been a long process for me. I'm not a fast learner in terms of like getting it. You know, some people get it, they just run with it and they totally kill it. I've just kind of been this cruisy person, which is my nature, and just kind of been hopping along and just loving the ride. And I've met some amazing people along the journey. And it wasn't really until last year when I had probably like the toughest time, that I really had to sit down and be like, okay, what's going on? I was doing the vital behaviors. So I thought I was making Success Club. It was a goal. The year before that, I'd made Success Club also, like I'd make Success Club every month. And so I was doing awesome. And then last year I just hit this plateau. I hit this low and I had no idea why. And I was like constantly like getting myself down and beating myself up and what's going on and what am I doing? And it was a lot of desperation. And that was really coming out with people I spoke with and posts that I made. And I stopped and I just realized it's my mindset. Like, where is my head right now? And I'm sure so many of you can relate to that, where you're just like, where is my head right now? What is going on? And it really came down to personal development. I was listening to the calls. I was reading sporadically, maybe 5 minutes here and there. When I was on a good high, I'd be reading. And then when I felt like life was good and I didn't need it anymore, I wouldn't read and then I'd cruise on. And it didn't really hit me how important mindset was until I hit rock bottom. And that was my aha moment. That was when I came to the point of thinking like, how am I going to get out of this? What am I going to do? The only thing that's going to help me out of this is me, right? I can have all the encouragement from Kiana being my coach. I can have all the support from my team. But if I don't believe in who I am and what I can do, then I don't have anything. And this year has really been like such a huge turning point for me because it's made me realize how important your mindset is. Like, you can do your vital behaviors. You can work out every day. You can kill it. You can drink your Shakeology. You can rock that stuff. You can do your 5 minutes of PD. But if you don't believe in what you're doing and who you are every single day, you are not going to grow. You are going to fall flat on your face every single time because the one little hitch in your life that's going to slam you down is going to have you crying in the corner. Trust me, I know. So the biggest thing of that is just belief in you. Knowing that what you're doing, knowing that you're worthy, knowing that every day that you're hustling and you're working towards it, it's because you are worth it. I've been doing a lot of great reading and a lot of great quotes, and the School of Greatness like really spoke volumes to me. Like, there was a lot of great stuff in there. If you haven't read it, you must do it. And I'll kind of go through like different stuff later on of books and podcasts, but this was one of the great ones. And I want to read this to you because it really spoke to me, and I read it over and over again. It says, our inner voice, our belief in ourselves is what determines our mindset. And our way of thinking sets us up for failure or success. Just think about that. Like, your inner voice, your belief in yourself, that determines your mindset. So if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe that what you're doing is great and wonderful and fantastic, you are not going to get to where you need to be. And it really starts with you. A huge part of why I was not successful was because I didn't believe I was successful. I didn't believe I was a leader, like, oh, I can't even coach my coaches, or I can't even be organized, and I don't run good challenge groups, and I can't even get people to buy challenge packs. And, like, this program doesn't even work for me, and it's not even happening. It's that talk in your head. And I mean, I know you guys can all relate to that, right? Like, the fake it till you make it, totally true. Because the thing is that when you are faking it till you make it, you're telling yourself every single minute of the day that you are doing it, that you are living the life of a leader, a successful entrepreneur who is creating this life for themselves that you would never have dreamed. And it's the blind spots that we have in our life that prevent us from truly believing that. It's the limiting beliefs where we feel like, I can't do this because I don't think I can. Or that person told me that my programs don't work and I kind of believe them. Or look at that person, they're totally rocking it and they've been in the business for like 2 weeks and I've been in it for 3 years and I suck, right? It's like what you're telling yourself every day, and we all do it. We do it when we talk about our bodies. We do it when we talk about our programs. We do it when we talk about what we eat. We do it when we're being successful as leaders. So using your energy to improve your mindset and doing things that give you confidence is what really helps you. So for me, when I kind of hit that rock bottom and I was like, what is going on? Where am I at? I had to really dig deep, and I had to really read some personal development that was relevant. And that's what I implore you to do. If you're just reading for the sake of reading or listening for the sake of listening, that's great. you're feeling yourself, you're feeling your mind. But if you're not finding any purpose from it, it's not going to speak to you and you're not going to get anything from it. So find something. What are you struggling with right now? Are you lacking in confidence? Find something that is going to help you with confidence. Are you lacking in belief and mindset? Find a book, a podcast, something that's going to help you believe in belief and mindset. You have to tailor what you need to yourself. And that is going to your audio, your podcasts, who you even follow on Facebook. If you're finding lots of negativity and people that are being Debbie Downers, then you need to move. You need to change the people that you're following. You need to focus on the areas that you need improvement with, because it gives you confidence rather than bringing you down. So a really good example of how it works was I was finding that things would happen and then that talk would get in my head and it would start beating me down, and I would listen to it and I would be beaten down to the ground, and I was just like, frustrating, but pushing myself through, like, I have to do these invites. I have to talk to this person. I have to check in. I was forcing myself to do stuff, but that wasn't giving me joy. And that was coming off when I was talking to people. That joyless approach was really making people deter from me, that it was pushing them away. So what I did was I would stop and I would get up and I would go dance. I would go read, go hug my kids. I'd go have my Shakeology. I'd do something that filled my heart, that made me have joy. So when you find yourself in that moment when you're sitting down and you're like on your social media and you're like blah, 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 and you're just typing stuff away, and then you're like, oh, it's too much for my brain. I hate myself right now. But I got to do it. Get up and go do something, whether it's your workout, whether it's meditation, whether it's drinking Shakeology. Do something that gives you joy and do it for like 5 minutes. And don't let your head think about Beachbody. Don't let your head think about that person that said no. Think about what's giving you joy right then. Walk away. And then if you can, and if you're ready, come back. You have a much more enriching experience. You would have taken a breath and you feel much more refreshed, and you'll be able to come to a place of love to people as opposed to a place of negativity or not belief, right? Another thing is affirmations. If a lot of you have done Miracle Morning, you totally understand the importance of affirmations. And I was kind of like in the mirror going, I am awesome. I can do this. Yeah. And I was taking other people's affirmations and they weren't meaning anything to me. What means something to you? And something that I talk to my coaches about all the time is splitting up your goals. So having personal, financial, spiritual, business-wise. Do that with your affirmations. Split your affirmations up to address every area in your life and use them, so that when you're having a really hard moment in your relationship with your spouse, partner, friend, you can use your affirmation. When you're having a really hard time in your business and you're not feeling that joy, use your affirmation and say it over and over again until your heart is yelling and screaming it at the top of its voice. It's making you believe it by you saying it. Same with spirituality. If you are feeling a lack or you're feeling that resentment, then pray or say your affirmations to do with your spirituality. Find things that speak to you, because we all have it. It's that analogy that in this Beachbody business, we are working in our silos. We're in our silo. We have our little round room. We're like caught up in our own world, and everything's so intensified that we forget about us. Look at us. Look at all these amazing people on this screen that are here together. We are here together. So when you have those moments, and Kiana can attest to that, I'm like, I'm having a moment and I need someone to lift me up. That's what we're here for too, right? If sometimes you can't do that for yourself, reach out to other people, reach out to your teammates and get them to help you. That's what we do for one another. We're there to help build each other up and support each other. Where else do you work where you can have such empowering people who lift you up and love you each and every day? You're not going to find that. So it's really having those affirmations, doing things that give you joy to help you change your mindset, and really focusing on your PD. So I split my PD up. At first I was always like, oh my God, there's all these trainings. And then there's all these books that I've got to read. I don't have enough time and I don't know where I'm going to fit it in. So do you know what? Split it up. Do 10 minutes of personal development on an area that you want to focus on. And then do 10 minutes on something to do with your business. So if there's an Instagram training you want to learn about, or if Kiana posts something to do with a training, or there's a Facebook training that you want to do, or even just a clip that explains more about Beachbody, back office, how do I create volume, where should I put people on my legs, do 10 minutes that fill you up. So then therefore you feel you've accomplished something business-wise and you've accomplished something personal development-wise. This all helps your mindset. It all helps fuel your mind to be in a better place. 3 points that I kind of just wanted to talk about with mindset and just drawing into that. Creating space to think bigger. So when you have your mindset and it's giving you limiting beliefs, think of yourself like a plant. You get this beautiful little seedling, you put it in a planter, or a pot plant, as I call it. Sounds illegal, but it's not. When you put it in your planter and it's small, it wants to grow. And then all of a sudden this tree is not growing anymore. And you're like, oh, I'm watering it and I'm feeding it and it won't grow. What is going on? You have to think about it. What's happening to the roots? They can't grow anymore. That what it first needed was this planter. It's now outgrown. So you get a bigger planter. You have to do that with your mind. When you start closing in and having these beliefs and thoughts that are not helping you think big and are limiting you, you have to stop. You have to open up your space. You have to think about the things that are your blind spots that you can't see. Meaning, what if I actually just sat down and thought, I want to make $1 million this year. Like, let's just say crazy. Whoa, loco. I want to make $1 million. Because I would never sit down and be like, yeah, I can make $1 million. Easy, right? Because you're like, no, I can't do that. That's too hard. Stop. Think of these like amazing thoughts in your head. Just dream a little. When you start to feel down and you're like, this is not working. My business is not happening. Why can't I do this? Stop and be like, imagine if I had my own yacht and I sailed around the world with my family and I could do whatever I wanted. Like, just have those thoughts that are like crazy wild dreams that you never think would be possible, and just dream a little. It really will help lift you out of that negative mindset and just help you believe in what you're doing and your purpose. And then criticism. Be okay with it. And that's including having criticism from yourself, okay? Because we get criticism every day. This is my favorite analogy. My team's probably bored of it. But like, think of a toddler. How often do they get told no in a day? Like 1 million times. We're like toddlers. We get told no so many times in a day when we invite people, right? It like crushes the ego. It's hard to be positive when everyone's like, no. Oh yeah, I'm going to buy that challenge pack, send them a link. Oh, I'm just going to unfriend you now. That's crushing. So crushing. It kills your mindset. But you know what? You have to be like, all right, okay, didn't work, didn't like me, breathe it in, release, let go. It's okay. Yeah, it didn't make my day, but you know what? I'm not going to take it personally because that's not what I'm about. I am worth this and I'm a great person. I can lead with love, and that's what I did, and it didn't work, and that's okay. You've got to move on from that. You got to accept criticism, know that it happens, but not let it bring you down. Find somewhere that can bring you back up. And then create a better distinction for your focus, time, and energy. Just like what Kiana said with intention with your business, be intentional with your mindset. Again, coming down to affirmations. When you start to feel that negative self-talk come in, or at the end of the day when you're thinking about all the people you didn't talk to, or all the messages you didn't answer, or all the invites you didn't send, or the fact that you only got 5 minutes of personal development in, or maybe you didn't push as hard in your workout, stop and go, you know what? I did 5 minutes of personal development. I sent out 2 invitations. I made a damn good post on my page and it rocked, right? I had my Shakeology today. Hell, I even brushed my hair. Sometimes that is a challenge in this girl's world. So take the gratitude for what it is. If anything that I've learned in this business is that every time I feel low and I don't believe in me, I think of all the things I'm grateful. I'm grateful that that person unfriended me because I sent them a challenge pack link, because that means I can go on and find somebody else. I'm grateful for that person wanting to know more about what I do. I'm grateful for this person for engaging on my posts. I'm grateful for my challenge group. I'm grateful that I get to do this business, right? We have to find gratitude in everything we do. It really changes your mindset. Even on the darkest days, even when it's really hard, it really, really, really helps change. I had a whole bunch of lists of different books and things and podcasts that can help you in terms of business. Just a few for business is The Thank You Economy, Jab, Jab, Right Hook, great books. The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, great business books. Personal, School of Greatness. If you haven't read it, please read it. Like, and same with podcasts, do it. That guy's amazing. Love him. We're going to meet him one day. He rocks. Miracle Morning is amazing. Totally gets you in the right frame of mind. Slight Edge really changed for me. Like, Slight Edge really was like a phenomenal book for me to read. Podcast, same thing. Personal, Lewis Howes. The Daily Boost. I don't know who listens to the Daily Boost, but that is awesome. Like, I have 10 minutes to go from home to work. It's 10 minutes. And he, like, everything he says is like, whoa, my day is amazing now. Like, you cannot start your day right when you listen to that. It's amazing. And then, like, business ones, Build a Tribe, online marketing. James Wedmore, who does the big YouTube guru, has just released his own Mind Your Business. Phenomenal, really good business podcast. So I'm just, like, throwing stuff out. I'll list this on United Legacy and just kind of do under headers so you can see. And then there's tons of other people that you can join part of their email list. Sandy Krakowski is amazing for business. James Wedmore, again, for business. Danielle Laporte, really, really good. And Gabrielle Bernstein, amazing. If you're a big, like, far out hippie chick like me, she's really good because she's all about meditation and spirituality, and I love that stuff. Anyway, she's a rambling. But I just want you to know that there's going to be fear. There's going to be fear in believing that you can achieve more than you want. More than you want, because we limit our beliefs. There's going to be fear. Recognize it, move through it. Mindset doesn't necessarily have to be a big aha moment. It's something you've got to work at every day, just like your fitness. You have to work at it every single minute of the day, because we're constantly beating ourselves up. Just like in your workouts when you just want to stop, you have that voice in your head telling you, keep doing it, keep going hard. It's the same with your mindset. Guys, I've been at a low. I know what it's like. I get it. I struggle. Success Club does not come easily for me, as you all know, in January. I had every single thing go wrong in the book. But do you know what got me through that would not have got me through in the months that I suffered last year? Was my mindset. I was hell-bent, no matter what, getting there. Even if I had to sell my fingers, I was getting there. So the thing is, guys, is you got to believe in what you're doing. You have to know that you're amazing and that you're wonderful. Because the only difference between us and the very top coaches, and even Melanie Mitra said it, is belief in you. Like, a belief that is so not willing to let anything get in the way, that nothing stops you because you believe so much in your purpose and why you're here. You have to believe it intentionally. You have to be strong about knowing that you are the precursor to change. Okay, I just want to share this one little thing with you. It's a really cool story my husband told to me, so it's very special. He went to this conference and he listened to this lady speak. She was a personal development guru. She got up there and she said, I was going to climb, let's say, Kilimanjaro, and we had to get in these trucks, utes, as I like to call them, these trucks to get up this hill. And as we're driving up the hill, it was a very shady, dirt, muddy road. And we got to this place where we hit a stop in the line. The road was muddy. The truck, there was two trucks. So the one in front of them was just kept hitting it, kept trying to move, and it couldn't move, and it couldn't get up this spot. And it was working at it. And they're like, this is their dream. They have to get up. They can see the road. It's in the distance. That's where they've got to get to. But this truck could not get past this one particular spot. And it kept maneuvering and moving slightly to the left, and a little bit to the right, and a little bit to the left. And after about 30 minutes, it found its way and it moved on. And the same truck that was behind this one that this woman was in took them 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What I want you to take from that, 5 minutes and they made it up the hill. What I want you to take from that is that we are going to fail. We are going to fall continuously. Our minds are going to fail us, but we're going to bring ourselves back up. And do you know why that we keep failing? Is that we are failing so that others can have success more quickly than what we have. You know why? Because we failed. We've gone that road. We've gone left. We've gone right. We've moved a bit this way. We've gone that way. We found the way. And then we can turn to our own coaches and say, look, don't do it the way I did it because it didn't work. Do it this way. And if I can tell anything or share anything with any of you tonight, especially new coaches, please know that you are here for a reason. God spoke to your heart for a reason. He put something in your heart so strong that you that you put pen to paper and said, yes, I'm going to be a coach. So don't ever, ever tell yourself that you're not worth it. Don't ever beat yourself up because you can't do it or you don't think you can do it. Know in your heart that you can do it. Know that every single moment of your day, you are focusing on a life that is so much bigger than you could ever imagine, and feel it in your heart, because that is what I said it about. It's about being like from your head and having them attached the whole time, and knowing that every second of your life is worth it, and working on your mindset minute by minute, day by day, and knowing that you are an amazing progress, and that every failure you have is just a bigger success for you and everyone around you. Thank you. Peace, my friends. Thank you for letting me get on my soapbox. She's muted and she's talking. You got to unmute yourself, Kiana.
You're muted. What is she doing?
Dancing and singing, but she's muted. Oh my gosh, so funny. Seriously, we should all just dance now. You're muted.
She doesn't see it, does she?
She doesn't.
She has no idea.
What can she see?
It's really funny, actually.
Yeah, everybody make a face at her.
Yeah.
Ta-da! You are.
She has no idea.
How is she not knowing?
She is.
I was like, why is she still talking? Why is she? I'm trying to tell her something. Why is she still talking?
Rude.
Holy smokes. I said, Christina Phillips just gave me my personal development for the day. If you do not do your personal development today, well, there you go. Like, this is the reason why I love her. This is the reason why, like, she, like, can totally be in a dump, and then she, like, talks to herself and is like, come on, Christina, you can do it. You can do it, Christina. You got this. It's like she's like coaching the athlete. It's amazing to watch. I love her. So I really, truly,
My poor husband.
Christina, thank you so much for that, because that is really a dose of reality of how Christina is. And that is why she's successful. And that's why she is growing her team, because she is not willing to give up during hard times. And we all have hard times and we all struggle, but she's not willing to give up, right? Because she's going to cut off her finger to make some money. Okay, a couple things, real quick announcements, and then we'll get going.
Right.
I was
And
just thinking.
just one thing that I forgot to
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say one thing. One thing that's really helped me, because sometimes I find that my head gets really busy, you know, when it gets busy with thoughts. I really am big into meditation. And for those that are not big into meditation, I just want to put something to you. If you can't sit still and meditate, do something that's called a walking meditation. And what that is go outside, get some fresh air, don't speak, don't listen to anything, don't talk to anybody, and walk. And it's a little bit out there, but I'll tell you right now, it helps. You go for a walk and just notice stuff around you. Oh, look, it's a bit far out, but look, there's a tree, and feel the sun and the wind's blowing. It's quietening your thoughts and just allowing your mind to rest, because quite often the best ideas and the best inspiration comes from when you silence your mind. And very often when we're really busy trying to build our business and talk to our people and grow our team, we let the voices get too loud. And sometimes you have to stop the voices and just have some quiet and some silence. And it may just be that you can meditate. Awesome, do it. But if you can't, I truly recommend Google it, walking meditation. It's amazing. You just get outside and you just walk and you just notice things around you. And it's very, very peaceful. Sorry, just had to add that.
Christina is a total hippie, and like, she'll say things sometimes I'm like, yeah. And you do that, but it's true. Like, I'll do it and I'll be like, okay. She loves yoga. I can't even sit still for 5 seconds to do yoga. However, I do part of my miracle morning that she's talking about, like we've talked about a lot on this team, is 5 minutes of silence. It is the hardest and longest 5 minutes that I have to, like, look at the clock. Like, I'm looking at the clock like every 30 seconds going, okay, Kiana, you are grateful. And like the first week it was horrible. Like, but now I like really look forward to it, because it's just like a quiet time with no kids, just like sitting on my couch, just like going, you know, like just being really appreciative of what I have. Okay, so real quick, thank you, Christina, for that. And this will be recorded for your teams, just to let you know. Please tag someone on the team that you feel needs this, or someone that you feel, you know, I think anyone can need it. But just at the end, like, God did speak to you guys for a reason to be on this team. We have lots of wide variety of people, whether you're a mom or a dad or a husband or a wife or whatever it is. Like we need you on this team. We need more people to help more people. So if you didn't listen to Brigitte's video that I posted in the team page that I shared about personal development and why she explains why it's so important, it's probably one of the best explanations I've heard of a story just about how, we feed our body fuel with food and we just don't stop eating because we had enough food. We have to do it every single day. And it's the same thing with personal development. You might feel good that day, be like, oh, I got my fix in. You don't just stop and then don't eat for a week and then be like, oh, I got to get it in again. Like that's what a lot of people, how they treat personal development. But you really got to think of personal development as fuel. So watch that video if you haven't. She is amazing with her videos and she's really good with articulating how she feels. And it was just a really good example, I thought, that I think that I'm going to use that. I feel like I could use that with my team, my newer coaches, why I feel it's important. And then new book for this month is Energy Bus. I swear, I'm trying to make and give you books that are very easy reads that are super motivational. So the very first one was Miracle Morning. I'm already on chapter 8, I believe, on Energy Bus, and I can't put it down. My daughter was reading it the other day. She was like, what's this book about? Like my daughter, my Makani wanted me to read it to her too, So we were talking a little bit about energy. But but it's a lot what Christina was talking about. Like when you hear those no's and when you hear those like people, all those things that are get you down and negative, and we each have our own energy bus, and we each have our own energy. We invite people on, and the people that aren't on, that don't want to get on or are wasting our time or causing, saying the no's or just having all this, it's, it's okay. They don't want to get on our bus. They might want to get on someone else's bus, or we might not want them on our bus because they're negative anyhow. You know what I mean? Like they ruin the energy. So it was really cool. I was reading that book and then I was like doing invites today. So I read some chapters. I try to read before I do invites because it helps me, So I was doing this. It talks about like, listen, your energy bus isn't contagious. It's infectious and people want to get on your bus. You got to ask them to get on the bus with you. You got to share with them your excitement. So I'm like, okay. I'm gonna do this. So like I sent this girl this message. So this is what I sent her. And I just want to tell you, like, she sent me multiple times she wanted to be a coach. She keeps telling me she wants to be a coach. Yet she's like on the fence. So she says to me like a couple days ago, oh my God, I love following all your posts. I'm trying to work up my courage. I'm like a closet fitness junkie. And I want to have the courage to do what you do. I have to give myself more credit and just go for it, So I read it and I originally was like, I would have been like, #be brave. Join my team. You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, she really like needs some encouragement here. And like, I'm like, be brave. Like, Kiana, you got to tell her she has to get on your bus. Like your bus is a good thing. So I was like, girl, here's the deal. You are either going to face your fear or not. My team is amazing. I would love to work with you. And yes, you do need to face your fear. You should join me in an accountability group, see what I do, meet my team, join my energy bus, because we have a lot of energy going on. We are so down to earth and just a bunch of really hot messes. But my goal this year is to help as many people realize their potential. I have amazing trainings that I'm very proud of, the passion, and I will help you and I will guide you. I am not your boss, but I am your mentor. And all I have to say is you have to take the leap. And yes, give yourself some damn credit. You deserve it. Drop the mic. She signed up. No, I'm just saying, I literally was like, oh my gosh. Like, I started getting, like, she wrote me within like 10 seconds and was like, hell yes, let's do this. Thank you. I needed that. Some people need to get on your energy bus and they're either going to come with you or they're not. I was at the point where I was like, you either are in or you're out. And I can't drag you along. I can't waste any more energy on this person. She knows where I'm at. I think she would make a phenomenal coach. But she has to know, like, my energy is here, and I'm moving my bus with the people that I want to move with. And that is what this is all about this year, this is intentional, at what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on my coaches that want to move forward with me, okay? If you have coaches that you feel like you're dragging in the mud, that aren't doing anything, that you're frustrated with, send them a gentle message, let them know you're here to help them, you're here to encourage them, check in with them, but don't waste your time on dragging people with you. You have to find new people. You have to find more people. You have to work with the ones that really want this, right? And that is my gift to you tonight, is to spend your energy on the right things, work on your personal development so that you can have the courage to do that and to trust that this process is going to work and you're going to find the right people. And this is not to be discouraging at all, but to be realistic, we work in a network marketing business. 1 out of 10 coaches are going to be strong business builders, okay? That leaves 9 coaches that are either going to be discount coaches, sometime coaches, or coaches that fall off the end of the planet or unfriend you, okay? And I've had all in between. It's not that they hate me, they don't like me, this business is not for everyone, but I promise you that when the people do, when you find the person that wants this, it's exciting. It's super exciting to watch and to help them grow and to encourage them. Yes, coaches need encouragement. I'm not saying there's a very thin line. I'm not saying you send them an email and they never responded, so you never talk to them again, okay? I'm just saying just realize that not everyone are where we're at, right? So you have to find the people that want to be where you're at. And you have to encourage the people to be where you're at. And you have to get people that are excited with you to help you come along with you and to show them the potential. And it's not your job to drag, it's your job to inspire. Okay? It's not our job to keep telling people over and over and over. Like, I had a coach to go missing, and then she wrote me back and said, I'm back. I want to work. I'm sorry, I got really scared. I was really nervous. I'm like, okay, so do these trainings. And then, message me back after you do training number 1, and we'll go that route. She never messaged me back. Okay. Do I continuously write her and say, I thought you were all in again. I thought you were all in. What's going on? No, I'm not her boss. I'm just the mentor. Okay. That's wasting my time. So I sent her a text and said, I never got your trainings. Let me know when you're ready. I haven't talked to her. That's fine. Right. And I'm moving forward and she knows I'm here. And I tell my coaches that they know I'm here. And that's my big step to you is whether you have 1 coach or 20 coaches or 8 coaches and you only have 1 really work with the person that wants this. Really give power to and your energy to the people that want this and the people that make you happy and the positive, infectious people in your life. That's who you need to focus on, not anyone else, because we all have the negative people in our life. Don't focus on that. Focus on the other people. Focus on the 1 or 2 coaches out of your 20 that are working it, because those 1 or 2 coaches can build very strong teams, can make big things happen for you and your team as you guys grow together, right? And just focus on that, okay? So it's not about quantity, it's about quality, right? That's what we're here for, okay? Does that make sense? Thank you again, Christina, so much. I'm gonna let you guys go because I know it's getting close to your guys' bedtime in Canada, eh?
In Canada, all of Canada. The whole country of Canada. It's bedtime.
And thank you so much for being on the call. And please, if you want to build this business, if you want to learn about the leadership ladder, become a stronger leader, get into that training. And I will post about that this week. You guys have an awesome week, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Christina, again. Thanks for hopping on the call, you guys. Bye-bye.